Hey Sam.
Hey, Jack, you hear me, mate?
Yeah, mate. I got ya. How are you going?
Hey, how are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Good, mate. Sorry it took so long to connect.
Nah, no dramas at all. I know it's a busy time. So, how's the fam?
Yeah, good, mate. Look, we had a lot of a few complications and just medical problems, really. But we ended a lot of false alarms. But the kid actually only came yesterday, so
Oh,
um,
congratulations.
yeah, it's why I've got time to chat, I guess, because my wife and the baby are in hospital. My other daughter's just here, but she's happy at the moment. So I think
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
got
yeah.
10 people. You know? Yeah,
No,
man. How are you doing?
yeah, no, going well. Busy. Actually opening sign-ups for the summit tonight. So,
Cool.
yeah, the summit's going to be in a couple months' time. Where we broadcast everything, but open up some entries tonight. So there'll be some spots available, which will be good.
Nice, mate. And this is going to help your amino extension business too, is it? Or are you doing it mainly for Stargin?
Nah, so this is purely amino extension.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, purely amino
Oh,
extension.
that's why I was a bit confused. I thought it was a Stargin thing, but yeah, it makes more sense now. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try and get started onto it actually. Um, get the boss involved. Do you know Louis? Louis Rowan?
Oh, I mean, my partner Ross Johnson has chatted to Louis a bunch of times,
Yeah.
but I've never met him or chatted to him. But yeah,
No,
so
he's a great man.
the short answer is no.
Yeah. um, yeah, we won't take up too much of your time. So
All right, no worries, man. All right, so how's it work? You're just going to fire a bunch of questions, or
just fire a bunch of questions and just have a chat, and then ultimately just
okay?
hopefully get some value out to the runners out there and help them grow as runners, really. So, um,
Oh, two. Yeah.
just to start it off, do you want to just give a bit of an intro about who you are and where you've come from, and obviously how your pathway into the runners tribe?
Yeah, so look, I started Runners Tribe when I was still at university back in. We actually started in 2007. Started building the website and stuff. We launched it to early 2008, and back then, all those years ago, there weren't really many other websites around at all other than Athletics Australia, and so we just tried to really help the sport and by promoting track and field in Australia, and we've grown since then. It's not just track and field, and it's not just Australia these days, obviously, but I think we started as an Australian-based website, and people view us. It's hard to move away from that, and so I guess forever we will be at the core an Australian-based website. So we're still doing the same thing today that we were doing 13 years ago, promoting the sport, having some fun, trying not to be too opinionated, and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff, and just trying to have some fun with it. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. So you started it with Ross?
Yeah, me and Ross Johnson started it. Yeah, me and Ross still running it. We've got a bunch of people around the world who help. We've got a guy called Dave Ross who lives in Portland, Oregon, who helps a lot. We've got obviously our longtime rider Len Johnson, who was a columnist for The Age for 30 years, and he's the most knowledgeable guy on the sport pretty much anywhere on the planet. And we have a lot of other freelance riders that just work on a come in, come out basis sort of thing that we've been
Yep.
working on and off with for years. And then a bunch of athletes, we're the only website around, to my knowledge, that pays athletes to write. So, we have Ryan Gregson, we have Jen Gregson and Jake Whiteman, 329, 1500 runner who signed up the other day. And, have a bunch of others and a bunch of others that we're in talks with. And I guess that's one thing we're proud of at the moment is that we're obviously we have a membership side, but we actually are the only site that actually transfers money into athletes' bank accounts, right, and gives them a way to earn some money, as a side hustle for them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's really good. I actually didn't know that. So,
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't, and we get criticism. Why do you have a members area? Why should I have to pay? And it's like, because we pay people, right? Like,
Yeah,
just
100%.
it's the way of the world. I'm never going to apologize for having that. The content's awesome. It's 99% of Runners Tribe is free, right?
Yeah,
1% of the time paywall, and we pay athletes, and it helps them fund their dreams.
yeah,
So,
100%. Yeah,
uh, yeah, so it's cool, and we've got a lot of members now. We got thousands of members, and it's cool content. Most of them happy. So yeah.
it's beautiful. Yeah, and I think what a lot of people can't or haven't really understood is that by providing the value and just like having that little bit being brought back to you, but like as you said, with your membership site, then you can serve more runners like in Australia and around the world.
Oh, for sure, man. Like, oh, look, the fact is, it's hard to stay alive. Like, I could reel off a bunch of websites that have gone broke since 2007. There's been so many, and we're the only one. We've been profitable every year since then. And the way we've done that is by having ads on there. But the ad world's changed. Like the companies with Facebook and Instagram and all those social media sites, it's changed, right? Like these companies, it's a lot harder doing business, and we had to find a way to monetize Runners Tribe so that we can actually, keep being a news provider and keep providing content free, because most of our content's free, right? And people don't get, that's people giving up their time to produce that content. So yeah.
100%. Yeah. So with all the, say, like interviews and that, do you conduct the interviews yourselves, or is that like, how does that operate?
It's a bit of both. Like I've done a lot of interviews in my time, obviously, and in the early days it was all me and Ross just doing everything, And these days we have some young athletes that do a lot of interviews for us, and most of them are middle distance and distance runners that contact us. They're going through uni and they want to do something on the side for their resume or whatever, and we chuck them some cash and or some product, or a bit of both, or sometimes just product, and we help them out, and they help us out, and we have fun. And so it's a bit of both, mate. Like I still do a little bit, I enjoy it, but
for sure.
I need some help. Hey, I've got a family these days, and
100%. And from that exposure to like even dealing with people that come through, like young athletes, or from some of the interviews that you've done in the past, what's something that you've found that runners should focus on in order to kind of grow as a runner?
Oh, I mean, look, the big constant between everyone that makes it and doesn't is just consistency. But just no super sessions, not going overboard and doing crazy things and getting excited and doing like 5200s and when you're meant to do 20, and just it doesn't happen overnight. I think that the really successful athletes learn that strength is built over many, many years of consistent training, and you need a coach. Like I think most athletes, especially in their teens and 20s, even into their 30s, but especially those early years, they just kind of all go. And you need a coach, I think, a really, really good coach who you trust, who can really hold you back and just stop you doing stupid things and just keep you on that track of consistency. And that's the hallmark of, you look at all the greats, even Stewie at the moment, he's had years and years of pretty much uninterrupted training. He had a virus for a little bit, and he's had a few tiny little things, but he's had like years and years of very, very good training on Nick Bideau. And it's only really, after many years that he started performing to his ability. And so I think that's the main key, mate, is just having a coach that you trust, that holds you back, and being consistent and just putting your head down and getting it done.
Yeah, 100%. No, it's really interesting to see, like the because obviously I've done a few interviews now, and that the similarities, like every answer is different, but they all kind of go along the same kind of angle, and it's really interesting to see. And I think that's something that the viewers should really understand, is like to really get a good understanding of what everyone's saying, but then at that same time, like it's been consistency, patience, as you said, like coaching, what else? But yeah, all along that same line. So appreciate that input.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
With well, that was pretty much the main question that I wanted to talk about. Did you want to just say something about Runners Tribe, where people can find you, how they can contact you, any opportunities that?
Yeah, look, runnerstribe.com. We've just got the one side, and you just go there. We have a contact us page if you ever want to get in touch. We have social media, Facebook, Instagram. We're not that big on Twitter. We're pretty slow to Instagram too, right? Like the first years and years we didn't actually post to Instagram, so we've been pretty bad at that. But we have a huge Facebook group now, page, with 82,000 followers, and I guess that's the main place we post. And we're trying. We learned with the Facebook ban of Australian news that we need to be less reliant on that sort of stuff. So we're building a pretty large email newsletter too. We put out an email newsletter every Wednesday with updates. It's pretty good. We've got a pretty big following on that, so you can easily sign up there if you want to follow along and you're not on social media.
Beautiful. Well, thanks, Sam. Really appreciate your time. Whilst I've got you, I just want to say that with Amino Extension, if there's anything that we can kind of collaborate with, and as you said, like help out runners and help out the community, then more than happy to discuss some opportunities there. So.
Mate, sounds good, mate. Yeah, well, let's chat. Let's chat like later on.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to run my kids about.
Easy, I'll leave you to it. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate your time, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Take care, all right?
Thank you, mate. Bye.